Here's how I look after working a 12-hour shift at the factory. But today we're going to Serenity Hobbies in Norwich, New York. So this is my LGS here, and I don't get to go here very often, but I'm gonna go inside. We're gonna take a look. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome hobby shop actually. People come from all around the country for tournaments, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, what's the other one, Lorcana or something like that. But anyway, it is raining a little bit. We're gonna go inside and try to get some people to play old school. If not, we'll probably end up playing Commander. And I have some cards I want to sell. So let's go see what kind of selection they got. Alright, as we come into the store, directly to your left is the main counter there, and we have this huge selection. There's dice here. We have all these different sets of Magic the Gathering. Of course, if you're playing old school, you only care about the old school sets, but if you're doing Commander, you have all kinds of booster packs you can buy. They have cards in the case here that you can buy singles. And then they have a whole wall of binders from every set except Alpha and Beta. But yeah, this is the unlimited binder. I did take some of those Paralyzed. They didn't make it in the video. I had to go back after I was editing this video, and I actually took those Paralyzed. I took the Disenchants. Let's see, what else did I take out of this binder? So I already have an unlimited Resurrection. I think that's what I was pointing at right there. I do need to go back and pick up these land. I didn't grab them. Arabian Nights binder. This is the Employees Personal Library of Alexandria, and we'll just look at, they have a few cards. I actually did go back and get those ATOGs. They didn't make it in this video because I was already halfway through editing. But yeah, just pointing out some interesting cards. I do have a set of Chain Lightning, so I didn't take those. But yeah, they have a small selection of vintage. I had to go back and get this Pendelhaven. I didn't pick it up that day. I forgot all about it. But there's a bunch of pre-con for Commander up there on the wall, and then there's just walls full of other tabletop games, which I don't even know what all of these are. But if you're into playing tabletop, they got them all over. It's just so many of them. I didn't even look at all of them. But yeah, the store owner showed me his personal deck. I didn't have time to film that because I couldn't film it and look at it. But I did go through this, which is the revised binder, and this is where we got most of the cards I picked up today are in this revised binder, which is crazy. There's actually 3 Mind Twists. I thought there was only 2. And there was 3 Serendibs. Yes, sir. A whole bunch of lightning bolts. I didn't need any more lightning bolts, but if you need lightning bolts, here they are. Some of the artwork, I just love looking at it. I don't even know. You know, some of the cards just aren't good, but the artwork's really good. They got balance. You need a balance? Go get it. Savannah Lions, Righteousness, Swords of Plowshares. I had to grab some of those. A Wrath of God. I didn't have a Wrath of God. I definitely grabbed one of those. I'm debating on those Dingus Eggs. I didn't get any Dingus Eggs, but I feel like I might need some. Howling Mines. Don't get lost in the Howling Mine. Alright, the night went kind of late, so I didn't do an outro video. But here are all the cards we got. We got a pretty good stack, and surprisingly, the only binder that I took cards out of was the revised binder. So we have all of these. Some of them are duplicates, but we're gonna go over them real quick and I'll show you what I got. And also I'll put a link to the Discord in the description here. And if you want to join the Discord, you'll get to see all the sneak peeks of the videos and other content I'm working on before it actually gets released onto the channel. So let's go look at these real quick. I'm pretty happy with what I got, and I'll explain how the trades went because I used all trade value store credit for these. All right, so let's check it out. So most of these cards that I got out of this revised binder are staple old school cards that can be played in most every deck. But I did get a few that I just like playing, and Cockatrice is one of those. It's a 2/4 flyer. It says any non-wild creature blocking Cockatrice is destroyed, as is any creature blocked by Cockatrice. Creatures destroyed in this way deal their damage before dying. Alright, so it doesn't have to deal damage to destroy the creatures. It just has to destroy them if they're blocked or blocking, which is pretty cool. And it's also flying, so I can block flying creatures. This one's definitely a heavy play. Not too bad. Not too bad. Definitely heavy play, though. This one's a little bit better quality. But if you know me, I try to get the most heavily played cards possible. That way, I just think it gives them a little more character. So that's the Cockatrice. We got 2 of those. Let's try to add up the prices. I'll put the prices up at the top somewhere so we can add this up. I traded in about $200 worth of cards. I got $100 store credit. So let's see if these equal up to $100 worth of cards. Second card on the list, we have Mind Twist. This is definitely a staple for old school. It's restricted. I got 2 copies. That way, if I find someone who needs a copy, I can just give them a copy. I already have one for my deck. And there's 2 versions here. We got the lighter and darker printing, both revised, but one's a little bit darker, as you can see, different print run. You know, I kind of like the lighter printing of revised. When I was a kid, I used to think the revised cards were really cool because they had that, you know, that faded hue type of vintage look to them. But anyway, very cool card. We got the Serendib Efreet. I was able to find 3 of these, super lucky. I took all 3 copies. Also, I took both copies of the Mind Twist that were in there. Sorry if you're looking for a Mind Twist, come find me and I'll give you one for free. But we got 3 Serendibs here. On this middle one, you can tell the printing's a little bit different color. But yeah, I think, maybe. Anyway, Serendib Efreet, definite staple for blue. And this is the misprint copy, which has, I can't remember the other character's name, but we'll edit it in here. So anyway, we got 3 Serendib Efreet, so pretty happy about that. Haven't built my blue deck yet. I think I'm actually working on building a blue and white deck, but we haven't finished it yet. Still working on it, and this is going to be one of our creatures in that deck. Next one, not a big item, Disrupting Scepter. I have 2 of them, so now I have 3. Just to kind of like go with my Hypnotic Specters discard deck. Not a strong card, but it's still useful, especially when you can't run him to Torek. So just maybe a sideboard card. Not really too sure, but I'll definitely use it. Next, we have the infamous Siobhan Dragon. This is a rare, and not sure how much they charged me for it. I only know how many cards I was able to get, so we'll put the price up here also. But yeah, Siobhan Dragon, very cool. But yeah, we got a Siobhan Dragon. Oh, and I almost forgot, they use Star City for their pricing. So the prices for all these cards will be from Star City. Next one, another red staple, Mana Flare. Well, I don't know if it's really a staple, but definitely a good card if you're trying to ramp up and you don't care if they get extra mana, because who knows, maybe you're playing land destruction or something. But pretty good card, and you can see this one is a bit dirty. Revised cards always seem to get super dirty. I think it was just the white border and the fact that it was still early Magic, so people just didn't take care of them. But I remember in '95 when I started playing, I would get dirty revised cards already. But yeah. All right, next on the list, Wrath of God. And I'm noticing I really need to stop biting my nails if I'm going to keep making these videos because they look horrible. We'll work on that, okay? Keep me accountable in the comments. These white revised cards, this one's not as faded as some of the other ones, but I love the, this really reminds me of when I was a kid playing Magic back in the 90s. I always preferred the revised over the 4th edition just because look at how the text, it's kind of like faded on the white. It just looks really good. I think the white revised cards are the best looking ones. But yeah, check out that artwork. We'll do this other white staple card for old school right now. Balance. You all know it. You love it. But yeah, this one, look how good this looks in white. I'm in revised. It just looks so good. I love it. I love it. And the white border, I think that's what really does it. The white border on white cards and how they're so faded, not so much saturation. It just looks really good. But yeah, there's the balance. Definitely an important card to have. On the theme of white cards, here's another one. Another very dirty, not in bad condition, but the edge wear is just horrendous. Righteousness. I believe this is a rare also. Is it? It's a rare or uncommon? Either way, it's a good surprise card for if you're somebody's attacking you with a big creature and you just have a white mana open. They're not always going to suspect you're going to block with this +7/+7 blocker. So pretty cool card. I like to throw it in there. I also got these 2 Juggernauts. I already had one. I'd really like a playset, but they only had 2 in their binder. So we got 2 Juggernauts here. Not much to say about that. Definitely boltable, so they usually go in my sideboard in case somebody's not playing red, or I can sideboard them out for something else. It just depends. But yeah, Juggernaut's a great card. And of course, we had to grab some Howling Mines because I didn't have any. These are also rares, by the way. I'm not sure how much they're going for. I think the guy said, because I did ask about these, I think they're like $9. But this is the last card that I got. 3 Howling Mines. It's a good card, you know. Card draw, right? Check it out. So that's it. These are the cards that I was able to pick up from the card shop. And like I said before, check the link in the bio for the Discord. That way you can get kind of a heads up on what other projects I'm working on before the videos get released. So that's it. I would say the total price for these are, editor, do your thing. So that's how much these are worth. And so yeah, I traded in about $200 worth of cards, but got the 50% store credit. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it because the cards I traded in were all modern cards or new cards, whatever, and I was never going to use them. I had already like gone through all of them, taken out all the ones I would possibly use for Commander. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Whatever it is, I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I think actually, no, I'm not going to spoil it. So I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Adios.